Welcome to clickmyproject.com. Let me discuss about the process dynamic cluster head selection method for wireless sensor network. Let me discuss about the abstract of the project. Clustering is one of the important methods for prolonging the network lifetime in wireless sensor networks. It involves grouping of sensor nodes into clusters and electing cluster heads for all the clusters. Cluster heads collect the data from respective clusters nodes and forward the aggregate data to base station. A major challenge in WSN is to select appropriate cluster heads where the cluster heads are selected. Advances in wireless sensor network technology has providing the readiness of small and low cost sensor nodes with aptitude of sensing various types of physical and environmental surroundings. This is based on slanted election prospects of each node to become cluster head, conferring to the enduring energy in each node. The recreation result shows the proposed system yields extended stability section for higher values of extra energy taken by more powerful humps. A heterogeneous aware protocol to prolong the time break before the death of first node, which is important for many tenders where the retard from the sensor network must be unfailing. The sensors are self-ruling small devices with several limitations like the battery power, division capacity, communication range and memory. In this paper propose a new data finding access to improve the lifetime of wireless sensor network using entities. Let me discuss about the flow diagram for our process. First, the node deployment has been implemented. Once the nodes are deployed in the sensing region, the base station broadcasts a message called info collection request message to all the sensor nodes in the network to collect the nodes information, the value of position, velocity and energy maintained and updated at the base station. Then the base station makes the sensor nodes to perform clustering. Next, the estimation of PNPP and NPC of our sensors has been performed. The selection of the active nodes monitoring area could be divided into some hexagonal grid. Sensing field of the node can be completely covered by the other nodes in each grid with the characteristics of the Venn diagram known. The distance between the remaining nodes and the active nodes in the Venn polygon is minimum. Therefore, these nodes in the monitoring area form an active centered cluster according to their different area. Finally, based on the redundant NPC NPP P value, we can find the redundant node. NPP means node public perception, network perception contribution of the sensor node. We have to estimate the redundant node. In the stage of clustering head selections, sending and receiving message are the highest energy consumption process, and the relationship between the energy and the communication distance is defined in the formula using the distance formula. Here equivalent distance has been selected, and select the cluster head based on the minimum value of NPC, where R of is greater than 0, then the cluster head will be selected, or else the coverage of the network will be achieved. If once the all cluster head selection has been completed, the coverage of the network will be achieved. Finally, the network lifetime and number of dead nodes and alive nodes has been estimated in the performance analysis button. Let me discuss about the running procedure for our process. Select the main dot and fill the current folder, write the fill and run for executing this process. Here the cluster and cluster heads are performed using our proposed algorithm. In our proposed algorithm, first stage of cluster head and also second stage of cluster head has been proposed. In this cluster head selection algorithm, we have estimated the network perception ratio and also network perception consumption ratio has been calculated. Based on the NPC and NPP value, we can select the cluster head. These two parameters are estimated based on the energy as well as our distance of the node between our sink and normal node locations. Here the cluster heads are performed by varying the iteration. Here there are 4000 iteration has been performed, and finally we plot the graph. In this graph, this is the network coverage. Here the coverage simulation has been achieved by with our proposed system and also our existing system, and this is the depth node estimation by comparing the our existing and our proposed system, and this is the alive node. This also compare with our existing and our proposed system, and this is the final graph for the average residual energy with our proposed and also existing system. Here the cluster head selection has been performed based on the first stage of cluster head and the second stage of cluster head selection. Thank you.